Hello YouTube and welcome to part 2 of our two-handed physical Archon playthrough. In this part we're going to slay some big zombies, we're going to continue working towards feral hunger, we may even max that out in this video, and then we will probably start working on savagery. Our initial objective is to get 5 pieces of scrap to help Barnabas here, and the quickest way to do that is to finish something for nothing. And hopefully we'll find a couple while we're out there. In the first episode, I put points into Mogdrogan's Pact, but I did not turn it on, so we're going to do that now. Okay, so Gillis the Decayed is the lightning zombie just to the right of the Whitemire Rift, so we're going to go and hold left click on him first. These are usually pretty good for loot. I say usually. Not this time, although we did get a ring out of it, which may be better than what we have on. It does have some cold damage and some casting speed. The casting speed will help with our lightning nova, the cold damage will help with bashing things, but neither is particularly exciting. Okay, so Gillis the Decayed is just here. I'm going to clear out his friends. He's got a lot of friends today. There isn't normally this many here. There's one of our scraps. So I think we need 5. We have 3. So we'll get 1 from completing the Something for Nothing quest. So we need to come up with 1 more before we can continue. We may end up just buying it from the merchant. We'll see what happens. I think the only major downside of playing veteran is the very early levels where the quest bosses, so like Gillis here and Kaizog, they just feel like bullet sponges. But that will quickly fade. By level, say 15 to 20, we'll be steamrolling these guys like they're not even there. For right now though, it is kind of painful. This one's nearly dead. Hopefully Milton will be just up here as well. We can get his helmet to get a blueprint, which is nice. The blueprint will let us make Squire's boots once we rescue a blacksmith. Should have checked this actually. That is considerably better than what we had. And we're gonna keep going with the lightning nova. I think we're just about at the point where I'm considering turning off the magic items as well. I generally do that when I have a magic item or better in every slot, and I'm still waiting on a chest piece, so we may leave that for a little bit. When you're fighting the crystals, as you can see there, they're summoning things, summoning zombies at the moment, but later on they'll be summoning larger things, so we'll just kill that first. Milton is not home here, so he has 3 spawn points. One is in the, one is in this house that we're standing next to, one is in the first house we came through, so Gillis was here. Milton can be in this house, he can be in this house, and there's another house over here, so he has to be here for this particular run. So we'll go knock on his door. Actually he's already outside, I can see him standing on the porch there. Kill his friends and he'll come running. Here we go. That big wind-up, just like all of the soldier monsters, that really hurts. The rest of his attacks are so-so, but that one really hurts. So once again, we're just going to hold left click until he falls over. Because he is a soldier, his class is soldier I should say, he does have Menhir's Will, so you just saw there he healed for a large chunk of his health and now he's regenerating. Once that wears off, he should fall over pretty easily. I think if we speak to Faldus inside the Devil's Crossing, we may get another scrap. Actually, we just picked one up anyway, so it doesn't matter. And Milton did drop his helmet, which is considerably better than what we have, but we can't use it yet. We'll swap that one in as well. Offensive ability at the moment is worth more to me than defensive. That armor is quite nice on the boots, and the gloves have physical damage percent on them, but they do have minus at 19 offensive ability, and we are suffering a bit in that department. I would like our chance to hit to be much higher and our chance to crit to be not 0. So, yeah, we're going to leave that one. We will go back to town now, though. Nope, we will not. I jumped the gun. We still have to kill Negan. If you continue up the other path, you will run into a bunch of cultists, I believe at the other end of this. The cultists here, if you go into this building, actually we'll just do it. We'll go rescue, I think his name is Isaac, and by rescue I mean witness his death. But he will tell us about the location of his stash. I'm not sure why it's so far away from where he is, but we'll go get it, and coming and talking to him first will make it a quest, and then we'll get XP for finding it. Okay, level 10. We're going to finally get Feral Hunger. You'll notice when this goes off, it's kind of a pink colored bear paw swipe kind of a look. You just saw it there. It's really good damage and lifesteal. Okay, so we talked to Isaac there. He told us about his stash. We told him we'd go find it, and it will have a guaranteed pair of green shoulders, which may or may not be better than these, but these are definitely better than what we're currently wearing. Seems it's raining shoulder pads at the moment. I think we'll keep the other ones though. Okay, let's go get Negan. So as I said, if you just continued up the road from Gillis, this is the road, and you would continue up this way, and Negan is at the next little river crossing. He's up here. Just kill this 8th crystal first. And then kill the cultists. Hopefully Negan doesn't decide to run over and help out. I have actually seen these Bloodsworn fighting Negan before. They don't fare very well. Okay, so Negan, usually accompanied by a pile of, there they are, pile of zombies, is relatively easy. I would say he's probably the easiest of the three, although Faris is much lower level. As long as you can keep his zombies under control, he doesn't regenerate like Milton does. He doesn't have the permanent lightning aura that Gillis does. That fire aura will actually go away after a while. So, all right, and we've already got the other rift gates. So back to town, turn in some quests, and then we should be good to go play in the sewers. This guy here, Faldus, is actually the very first person we found out in Lower Crossing in that house. We can finally talk to him once we get into the prison. Okay, a sister's gift gives you a guaranteed amulet, and it is, all things considered, pretty good. That 7% elemental resist is probably better than the cold and lightning. And I don't really need the energy, so I'm going to wear that. And we are now magic or better, or yellow or better in every slot. So I'm going to turn the magic items off. You can leave them on and sell them if you wish. I will actually probably turn them back on later on, just because at low level, I mean, you look at that sell value, 45 iron bits. We do need iron bits later on for buying gear, for crafting things, but these are such low amounts that it just doesn't really matter. Like, look at the cost of that, 12,000, not even close. So, we have 6 scraps, we only needed 5, so we are good to go for this one. We'll take care of the slith. Into the trapdoor, down underneath the prison. There is a river through here that the slith are poisoning, and it's our mission to get rid of the... I think they call her the queen, but there's a named boss at the end, and we just have to go kill him. Or her, Veloth, the Corruptor. So just around the corner from here is what I believe is the game's first instance of a wall you can knock down with loot behind it. So I'll just clear these out so as we can do it unmolested, and we will see what's behind the wall. Okay, so you come down these stairs, turn around, and here is the wall. Well, wasn't quick enough with the camera, but you can see it much better from another camera angle, and looks like nothing for us. So we'll continue on. We'll go say hello to Veloth the Corruptor in the next area. There's a few spiders between us, but we will work our way through them. I don't think the spiders are really particularly resistant to lightning. Later on we will come across some monsters that are more resistant to it, but hopefully by then our physical attacks will be online and we won't care. You can go in there and kill off those spiders, but there's so many spiders coming up here that I don't feel the need. Always that one last swing we don't take. Alright, I wonder if we're going to get the totem in here as well, potentially. At low levels on Veteran, before you start getting better gear and procs and such, totems are actually quite dangerous, and you may want to consider staying away from them. Just because there is a decent chance that they will spawn, I think they're trolls, or beastmen or something, I forget what they're called. But one of them will be able to slow you down to the point where you can't outrun them, and then they will just kill you. So you do have to be careful when you're low level, especially on Veteran. I think we're going to start walking past a few of these. If the totem was going to be here, it would be just here. That is a considerable increase in armor, so we will take it. Even though we don't really care about spirit, the rest of the stats on that are pretty nice. Okay, and just up here, you'll see behind my map, Veloth the Corruptor, who is aware that we are here, and will probably run down and say hello. Yep, here she comes. So she has a couple of abilities. That water wave thing does poison damage. That is obviously poison as well. And if you stand in this, you will take cold damage. So the basic plan is get in her face. She'll still do her little Nova thing. She'll still do the wave, but she generally doesn't put the ice circle underneath you from memory. But even if she does, you just move out of it. Looks like our attack damage convert to health is enough. Yeah, see, just move out of it, it's no problem. down she goes. She does have an MI. It's a ring with poison damage on it. At this stage in the game, flat damage is very useful, and I would have won it over probably this one, but as she didn't drop it, no such luck. There's another shrine here, we'll take that, continue working on the fox, and get some more health leech. They look considerably better than what we're wearing. Slow resistance, offensive ability. Let's have a look. OA 370. Yeah, see, our OA goes down, but the armor does go up, so I think I'm going to wear it anyway. Alright. For our devotions, we take the fox. Bleeding damage over time, not bad. Not really why we're taking the fox, but, you know, it's a bonus. We'll go talk to Barnabas, and he will give us another bag, so we'll be able to use this as an inventory spot here. There it is. Just going to move these over there, so I don't accidentally sell them. I think we'll keep these boots as well. They do have move speed on them, and the proc as well. They're not particularly good for us, but certainly better than what we'll have otherwise. Okay. We'll go talk to Bourbon in the prison, and then it's back out into the wilderness. The prison needs a cook. I think we'll go find Angrium and then maybe call that an episode. And then episode 3 will be finishing Act 1. Okay. Into the flooded passage. So in here is where we're going to start finding a group of the Rift Hounds that we've met outside as well, but there's going to be a lot more of them in here, and they are resistant to lightning, as you can see here. The lightning just doesn't really do much on the big ones, so we'll kill all their friends with the lightning and then we'll just hit them with the hammer. May actually be better to just run past them, we'll see. This here is a detonation site. We don't have any dynamite yet, certainly not 3 of them. But behind there is a, well, it's not really a secret with a big glowing clickable thing in front of it, but it's an optional side area with a boss that you can kill for his MI if you are a build that needs it. Okay, nearly at the boss now. I do enjoy this section just because of there's so many slith in this little section that look at all these holes and they'll all come slithering up from underneath and you can gather them up and kill huge amounts of them with a couple of spells. I probably should be on a list for that, but anyway, here we go. Yeah, look at that. 10-15% of a level just from that pack. Very juicy. Okay, there is another shrine here, and this is one of the Fight For It shrines, so here we go. Okay. Wanderers of the Wild. That sounds like a pet item. It is. Yeah, no. No, we keep what we have, although we can now put the Milton's Cask on, which does do bonus damage to Aether Corruptions and Ethereals, which we will be fighting soon. I don't have a shield, but the Aether Resistance is also going to be good for the second half of Act 1. Also, that's a nice chunk of armor. Okay, the Ancient Shambler here has 3 major moves he does. He'll do, if you're out of range of him, he'll throw a rock at you. He may do that in melee, but I think it's less, and it hurts. He will also do a kind of an AoE around him, and he will kind of collapse the ceiling as well. all of those are things you want to avoid if you can. And it's much easier to avoid them if you just stay in melee range. This is his MI. It's much better for soldiers than it is for us, but it is still quite good for us. It does have physical damage on it, and I believe the elemental and armor, or elemental resistant armor, is also standard. We will equip that once we have the levels for it, which is not yet. You do need to kill him to come across the bridge. And this video is getting a little bit long, so I think we'll end it at this rift gate. And that'll be the end of part 2. So thank you very much, and see you on part 3.